understand it. And as you have shown here, Bitcoin really is a true kind of money. People think money is what the government prints. What the government prints is an imperfect form of money. Gold has been used around the world in all civilizations, all countries, all nationalities for thousands of years. And I think Bitcoin will carry on and be used for the next generation of humanity for thousands and thousands of years. Bitcoin will also be used by AI. If you think about in the future, AI and robots, what kind of money will they use? They will not use a human government printed paper money, right? And they cannot use gold because gold is not digital. So in the world of internet and AI and future robots and general artificial intelligence, they will use Bitcoin as much as we do. So Bitcoin really has a long staying power. So this is true. Bitcoin has grown a lot of value measured against homes, measured against gold, but this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Thế thì cho tôi hỏi là theo ông về mặt tầm nhìn thì cái gọi là end game của Bitcoin là cái gì? Theo ông trong tương lai Bitcoin sẽ đóng cái vai trò nào trong nền kinh tế và cái end game của Bitcoin là cái gì?
The end game is Bitcoin becomes money for people, and by then no one will talk about one Bitcoin. We'll talk about bits, because one Bitcoin has 100 million satoshis, or you could call it 1 million bits, B-I-T-S. Okay, so in the future, just like we watch movies, sci-fi movies, they talk about credits, they talk about units of money. I can see the future where we talk about you get paid in salary in Bitcoin bits, you buy things in bits, and it's so instead of 21 million Bitcoin, it will be 21 trillion bits. Okay, so that will be enough for the whole world civilization to use.
Yeah, I see. Thế thì bây giờ cho tôi hỏi thêm ông một câu về cái câu chuyện là như ông nói là ngày xưa là ông bắt đầu tiếp cận Bitcoin và bắt đầu sở hữu Bitcoin khi nó là từ 1 cho đến 20 đô. Thế thì cho tôi hỏi lại một chút là vào cái thời điểm nào, và tôi biết rằng lúc đó là Bitcoin là một ý tưởng rất mới và nó chưa được chứng minh. Thế thì theo ông là từ cái thời điểm nào mà ông với cái nền tảng của ông, với cái tầm nhìn của ông biết là Bitcoin là một khoản đầu tư nghiêm túc và là một khoản đầu tư có thể thay đổi cuộc sống của chúng ta? Cái sự kiện gì nó khiến ông quyết định là như vậy, ông biết là như vậy?
There wasn't a single event.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's understanding Bitcoin from mining it, understanding the nature of it. And then I started buying more in 2013, and I kept buying after that. Even in the last few years, when Bitcoin price takes a crash, I would buy some Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has a long ways to go. So many of the OGs have held their Bitcoin and they've seen 1,000 times return. And I would say today, you can also see 1,000 times return. Bitcoin is over $10,000 now at $10,000. When Bitcoin goes to $1 million, you'll see a 100x return. But Bitcoin will not stop at $1 million. Bitcoin will go beyond 3, 5, and maybe $10 million and more. So when Bitcoin goes to $10 million, you buying today will see 1,000 times return. Okay, there's really no limit. It's all about the U.S., how fast they print money, the national debt, the deficit, the interest rates, all the economics around fiat money. It's really going to break down, and that's why they have to go to real money. They have to go to a real asset like Bitcoin.
Ông vừa nói là Bitcoin là 100.000 mà nó sẽ lên 1 triệu đô và lên 10 triệu đô, tức là 100 lần, 1.000% đúng không ạ?
Yeah, I think it'll go to $1 million in the next, next five, just my own prediction, not financial advice. Just I think it could go to $1 million in the next 5-8 years, and maybe 3 to 5 million in the next 8 to 12 years. Certainly, if not the next 8 years, certainly within 10 years.
Vâng ạ, cho nên hỏi lại ông cái này rõ hơn một chút là ông nói chuyện với chúng tôi rất là nhiều và trong những lần nói chuyện của giữa chúng tôi với ông ấy, thì ông luôn luôn nói là Bitcoin sẽ lên 1 triệu đô, và ông có thể nói lại cái câu vừa rồi, tức là theo ông là khoảng thời gian nào Bitcoin sẽ lên 1 triệu đô và lên 1 triệu đô như vậy là nó có cái sự kiện gì sẽ khiến cái Bitcoin lên 1 triệu đô?
Yeah. So there's no, what triggers is when people like you all wake up and realize, like I did, that Bitcoin is a real asset to hold. Okay? I grew up in Africa. I was born in Africa, in a country called the Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, West Africa. And I remember when I was growing up as a young child, I see people around me, when they work, when they earn their salary in the local currency, they don't keep the local currency. They convert it to French francs or the US dollar. Why? Because the local money was not very strong. It would always be depreciated. Okay? So I say this because I'm sure in Southeast Asia, I don't know about Vietnam, but there are many countries in Southeast Asia and Africa where the people who earn the money, they don't keep it in the local currency. They change it to US dollars, euros, renminbi, Chinese renminbi, right? Why? Because those are stronger currencies that hold value. In the end, you want your money to preserve value. Okay, purchasing power. It doesn't matter how many zeros is behind the number.